Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Silver Violet Flame. I am going to do a reading on the case of Madeline McCann, little girl aged 3 who disappeared from her holiday apartment in Praia de Luz in Portugal on May 3rd, 2007. The Daily Telegraph described her disappearance as the most heavily reported missing person case in modern history. Madeline's whereabouts remain unknown, although German prosecutors believe she is dead. She was left asleep at 2:30 in their ground floor apartment while their parents dined with friends in a restaurant 55 metres away. The parents checked on their children throughout the evening until Kate discovered, that's the mother, that Madeline was missing at 2200 hours. The Portuguese police came to believe that Madeline had died in an accident in the apartment and her parents had covered it up. So I'm just going to pull a card on that statement. Accident, snake, high vibes, conspiracy theory, paper trail, self-sabotage, kidnapped, hands tied. So the first card being accident that flew out. There are two narratives with this case. The first narrative is that Madeline was accidentally overdosed by her parents, who are both doctors, and that is what caused her accidental death. The second narrative is involvement of some sort of secret society / elite, which helped cover up this crime. After all, it was literally only 3 hours into Madeline's disappearance that government bodies were sent to Portugal to assist the McCanns in, this task of finding this missing child. And when has this ever happened before or after? Any child has gone missing, so that's highly suspect. So that's another narrative. So with all these cards that I just read out there, paper trail, okay, I say there's so many avenues that could be gone down as regards this case. That high vibe card just makes me think of holiday and people being more relaxed and having fun. As I say, the conspiracy theories, what I just mentioned there, a snake, dishonesty, and kidnapped, hands tied. So that's another theory. So everything there, party celebration at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they were celebrating, they were on holiday, so all of that is perfectly in line with what we're talking about here. There's been $10 million spent on this case. Within hours, as I said, of her going missing, top government officials and government support were sent to assist. I would like to ask why this happened. What made this case so different? What made the McCanns so different that the government actually did this? It has never happened before or since, so I'd just like to put a card on that. And the card that came out was money. And what I'm hearing is connections in high places. Okay. So there's also that has come out that Jerry McCann was in the Masons, the Freemasons, but not the Freemasons as we know, where everybody meets in an orange hall on a Sunday. This is second level Masons, where people support each other in business, and also quite dangerous and deep, and usually involves money. Hidden missing at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's move on from that. I just made a few notes here just to keep me right. So I'm just going to ask a question about the sedation. Was Madeline sedated and dosage was accidentally miscalculated? We already got the accident card. We've got red flag here. Can you tell us more about the sedation, please? Whoops, I don't want these all to fall. Oh, they're so slippery. Right, these two cards came out at the side. We have healing, recovery, alignment, which makes me think of it just makes me feel of when you give someone some medicine, it's to help them heal, it's to help them feel better and recover and bring themselves back, into a peaceful place. And church, what do I think about this church card? Well, I'm looking at a stained glass window here in a church, and the light pouring through the window, illuminating the healing, or we go to church to heal. I think I need another card on that, please. Why are you showing me church? Yeah, alive. Okay, Madeline was alive and well until false. Imprisonment, and she was left alone, alive, at the time they left in the apartment. Okay. Why false? Why false? Couple were telling the truth. I believe that's why we have false. And sad and emotional. Of course, there's a lot of regret and sadness. And aliens is at the bottom of the deck, so something out of the ordinary happened. Okay. I want to look into, just set all those cards to the side there for the minute. I want to look into the first narrative that we talked about, and that was the involvement of some sort of secret society elite. So I just want to pull a few cards on that. Regarding the Freemasons, and ask, was this the case? We have legal proceedings and DNA. Why? We have propaganda, fake news, and we have home safety. Yeah, so it's been manufactured that the children were safe in the place where they called home at the time on their holidays in that ground apartment in Portugal. But the truth is, judgment call is that there must have been some kind of DNA or something that the dogs picked up on in that apartment that tells us more as to what happened here. Good, correct. All right. Madeline's parents continued the investigation using private detectives until Scotland Yard opened its own inquiry in 2011. The senior investigating officer announced that he was treating the disappearance as a criminal act by a stranger, most likely a planned abduction or burglary gone wrong. Let's pull a few cards on that theory. Follow the money. So, money trail here. Natural disaster. So this tells me that it wasn't anyone breaking in and abducting, that this theory is highly unlikely, that this was something that happened naturally, albeit accidental, if we're going down the route of the accidental theory. In June 2020, German authorities declared Christian Bruckner their prime suspect for the abduction and murder of Madeline, but charges have yet to be formalised. Is this a red herring or not the truth? Democrat. Male. Vacation, beach abroad. And tunnel underground. When I was looking at these cards earlier on over the weekend, this is the card that I kept getting with this card, the tunnel, and the vacation, beach abroad. So with the male and the Democrat, I feel this case has been made to feel a certain way, to be treated in a certain way, but as I say, it's very complicated, and we're just going to look further into the energies of Jerry McCann now and Kate McCann, just to see what their energies are like now, some 17 years after this has happened. So please show me, give me 5 cards please on the energy of Kate McCann, please. We can talk to Kate's higher self. I think what we'll do is we'll ask Kate what happened that night in the apartment, please, Kate. What happened that night in the apartment, please, Kate? We have the King of Wands. I'm hearing that that's Jerry. We have the Hermit. A lot of deep thought going on, a lot of shining a light on something. 3 more cards, please. We have the Celebration. We have, this is them partying and having their meal away from the apartment. 2 more cards, please. We have Regret, card of Regret. 1 more card, please. And we have the 9 of Wands, which is about just being at your wit's end, the final push to do something. So this card reads with Jerry, and this Regret card reads with time alone, working out what to do about this celebration that has gone wrong. Okay, can you give us a bit more detail, please, Kate, about what happened that night? So we understand that there's a lot of regret with what went on, but what actually happened to Madeline, please? You have the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands, making a decision. Wands are all about ideas. So this was a big idea, a big plan. And the King of Cups is someone who's very, well, he's holding a cup there, which just makes me think that someone has been drinking alcohol, and they're very confident and they're very sure of themselves, and I'm hearing the word cocky. So I'm going to pull one of my little unsolved Whispers of the Unsolved and ask for some clarification on this. So this is Kate telling us what happened. Frozen, preserved. I haven't actually mentioned this at the beginning of the case, but what that made me think was we have medical emergency at the bottom of the deck. It has been said that, and it has been recorded, that Jerry McCann actually disposed of a freezer in their apartment during the time of their stay. And why would someone do that in a holiday apartment? Go and dispose of a freezer? He put it in their their hard car, and went to wherever the dump or disposal point is in Praia de Luz and dumped the freezer. It's just what made me. I didn't even mention it here because I just thought it was such a way out theory. But I mean, this card just made me think of it, and I just have to say what I feel when the cards come out. Meeting. So something being discussed, something being planned. Inside a box. Frozen, preserved. Icebox. Devil at the bottom of the deck. Tell us more. Dismemberment. I wasn't expecting to go here with this, guys, so road, distance, journey. I don't really need to spell this out, do I? Trapped is the card that's underneath. Road, distance, journey. Would it be fair to say that a possible theory was that this accident had happened previously to when the timeline of events was said to have happened, and Madeline's body was kept in a freezer and disposed of as a theory? What can you tell us on that, please? This is all my opinion, not fact. Allegedly. Parental figure, look at that. Look at that card. Wow. They got it wrong. Okay. What did they get wrong? What did they get wrong? Strategy? Digital? That makes me think timing. What else? Life insurance. There's a family on this card. The deck has split at Hidden Network. We have Epstein on that card. Now, this is another theory, as I said, with the whole Masons thing and connections. So, as I said, so many narratives here, but a lot of them are completely applicable to what we're talking about, and we can only just talk about what the cards are bringing forward here, and hopefully at the end of this video we will get a conclusion for ourselves to find out exactly what happened to Madeline. Now I want to talk to Jerry and ask Jerry what happened that night. Justice. Well, we want justice for Madeline, but is it justice for walking away from something that was not serving them? Tell us more, Jerry. Community of people. Okay, everybody was apparently doing their part, checking on the children in the apartments. Tell us more. Someone losing sleep, the Nine of Swords, being very distraught. Another card peeking out there, having to make a choice, the Seven of Cups. About an ending, the bottom card here with the Ten of Swords. What else? One more card. 5 cards. Illuminating this, and there's the sun there again. And the child is on that. About the child, this is the card of the child. An ending about a child. I'm closing off the cycle with the world there. And the card underneath that is the Hermit. Thinking about what to do, taking time out. And again, there's the King of Cups, who was showing himself earlier. There's the same card, a final push, trying your very best at your wit's end to do something. Okay, I think that's self-explanatory as well. Now I'd like to talk to Madeline and ask Madeline what happened that night. Madeline, please tell us what happened that night. That night where you disappeared from your holiday apartment in Praia de Luz. What happened, Madeline? Queen of Cups, that's the card of the mother. Bottom card there I just saw was the Six of Pentacles. That's trying to bring balance to something. A card flipped over there, did it? Yes. The Page of Swords, that's studying, planning something. It's the card of the student. Feeling in lack, feeling out in the cold, feeling lonely. I feel that's Madeline. 2 more cards, please. I have 3 that flew out there. Bringing balance to something that you have invested your time in and taking action on it with that King of Wands. Being very creative about what you're doing. So what I get from those cards are I get a very left out in the cold kind of energy with Madeline anyway within the family, so that's definitely Madeline with the 5 of Pentacles. So she's telling us that her mother was waiting. I think she was waiting on the child to fall asleep before she left. I feel the child wasn't going to sleep to let them go, and more medicine was administered, but I'd like to just pull one of my little cards here. Concealed. Woods concealed. Tell us more about that. New World Order. Conspiracy. And Hotel Motel. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. New World Order. It's planning something. They see the person in the cards all dressed up and ready to go out. The Hotel Motel, there's the key being handed over to somebody else. This is a plan for everybody to go and check on all of the children of all of the parents, and concealed in the woods makes me think, can't see the wood for the trees, of that saying, can't see the wood for the trees. It's like just rushing ahead to get doing what you want. Aliens again. Being left out in the cold. What else? What else would you like to tell us, Madeline? We have below ground level, which makes me think of the sea. Why are you telling us below ground level, Madeline? Death. She's telling us that that's where she is. Are you in the sea, Madeline? Drama acting. So this makes me think of all the drama that went into setting the scene for all these narratives that I've just spoken about regarding Madeline and her disappearance. What more? Are you in the sea? Love. I love Madeline. Communication. Communication of love. I'm hearing she's telling us that she loves her family. Okay. Treason. But unfortunately, she was let down. Once more. War. Abuse, neglect. Yeah, because everyone is at war now over about what happened to Madeline. And there's a lot of regrets, a lot of lies, blackmail, paid off, disposing of evidence, grandparent, elder, that's a caretaker, alarm bells, desert, mirage. We're meant to believe that such and such a thing happened, that someone took her, but it wasn't real. There was an accomplice, a partner, someone else helping out. With the disappearance of Madeline, secret trip, faked death, new life. Okay, I'm just going to clear up these cards here, stop the video a minute.